how to breathe. Let's start with the fact that the voice is not an organ. The voice is controlled by muscles and muscles by movement. So breathing is just another muscular process. Many of you have heard of the diaphragm. The diaphragm, use diaphragmatic breathing, use it, control it. But I'll let you in on a fairly simple secret. The diaphragm is a muscle that separates the chest cavity from the abdomen. When we inhale air, it moves downwards. When we exhale, it rises to push the air out. Otherwise, if it didn't rise, we could hold our breath for a very long time. It always rises, regardless of the sound's intensity, length, or volume. I'll say it again, we can't control it and we don't feel it. An important point, we can inhale a bit more air or a bit less air. So if we inhale a bit less air, we'll feel the chest muscles, the pectorals. If we inhale a bit more, we'll start to feel the intercostal or abdominal muscles. Again, if we inhale more or less, it means we've engaged certain muscles more or less. We breathe according to what we want to say or sing, for example. By the way, when we inhale, the diaphragm drops and can press on internal organs, so our belly might bulge a bit, but you shouldn't push it out on purpose. Because a large amount of airflow can cause the false vocal folds to constrict, which we definitely don't want here. Another thing is that for a long phrase, you don't need a huge amount of air or breath. Other structures are involved there, which I talk about in my lessons. Breathing exercises will help us relax and get into the process, but they won't teach you how to sing or speak. Now let's figure out how to get that feeling of stability and support in the sound that everyone talks about, like sing with support and so on. There's a concept called anchoring. Translated from English, anchor means a ship's anchor. That is, if you've dropped anchor, you've managed to hold the ship. When I talk about this in my lessons, my students cringe a little. What kind of word is that? Then I tell them, support stabilization. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. That's much simpler then. Anchoring comes in two types, in the head and neck and in the body. To feel anchoring in the head and neck, we can, for example, remember that we forgot something at home. Or make a surprised face. No way, seriously? When we catch these feelings of surprise, maybe even a bit of arrogance, or that you forgot something at home, special muscles engage that help stabilize the sound. And you can feel anchoring in the body if, for example, you break an imaginary stick or rod. Larger muscles are engaged here. These are the muscles of the back, the torso. By the way, an important point, never the abdominal muscles, because as I've said before, too much airflow can cause the false vocal folds to constrict. In other words, it's exactly about pushing the sound out with your stomach. No, that definitely shouldn't happen here, remember that. This very anchoring in the head, neck, and body helps support your sound, making it stable across your entire range, and helps with difficult passages and transitions, if we're talking about vocals. I wish everyone a good, stable, beautiful, and confident sound and voice.